My next guest tonight played Elaine's on-again, off-again boyfriend Putty on Seinfeld. Please welcome the only cast member we could get, Patrick Warburton.
You know, you just spoiled me with that introduction.
I'm sorry.
I was over the top.
That's the way we are here.
Yeah? You saw the monologue. I've just been so disturbed. That poor fellow who lost a body part to a vacuum cleaner.
That was amazing, wasn't it?
How does that... I mean, I know there have been times, you know, I've been sitting around and I was a little bored. But I was just wondering, does that start with a dustbuster and then do they just move up? I got a wet dry back, and you don't go near that baby. That'll kill you.
We were actually talking about that yesterday. We were saying, like, oh, you know, only a man could, like, look at a vacuum cleaner and think, yeah, I think I'm gonna, you know, like, everyone else thinks, well, you can clean up your work.
Right. She's all right.
Yeah. That vacuum cleaner's a whole bunch of all right, yeah. We got to talk about the show tonight. This is a very strange experience for you because it's over now. You're on Seinfeld, changed your life, I imagine, in some ways. You're going to miss the cast? You're going to miss Julia Louis-Dreyfus?
Oh, absolutely. She's lovely.
Yeah.
She's wonderful.
She's so, I mean, it's very strange because on the I've always noticed this in the show, you're such a tall guy. She must be tiny because...
Yeah, she's what my father-in-law in Huntington Beach, St. Simon and Jude Parish would classify as a spinner. That's what, he's very straight. He's going to get so much backlash from that, and he's got it coming. I can't explain it.
Your dad's a pretty straight guy.
My dad's very straight.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They're straight arrows.
Yeah.
They're not, someone told me they're not the biggest fans of the show Seinfeld, your parents.
Yeah. My father was in the monastery for 3 months in Gethsemane, I believe, in Tennessee, and then went into medicine, and my mother went to school with the nuns, and so the only hate mail I've ever gotten was from my parents.
They send hate mail, yes, actual hate mail?
The first episode I did was 3 years ago, was the Move episode, and I got a 6-page letter from my dad, how devastated he was, and that I was morally responsible for all the souls that I led astray, not treating, you know, the sex act with any sanctity.
Right, right.
Has
he watched other TV lately, your dad? I mean...
No, whatever I do, it seems to disappoint them. I did a public service spot for condoms, and of course, I was encouraging all the young people to have sex, and...
They didn't like that? They didn't like the...
No.
Right.
They were very upset about that.
Right. You could have lied and said it was a balloon ad. It's a party favor, Dad. Now, are you anything like your character at all? Are you commitment phobic as Putty is?
A little bit. I remember breaking up with my wife actually back when we were 20, and I wrote her a Dear John letter on Snoopy riding a skateboard stationery. And
no, seriously? Was that the only stationery you had?
When you're 20 years old, you don't have stationery, and you have the stationery you got when you were 11 years old, and she still has this thing, and she wants to frame it and put it on the wall. But the letter goes a little side. There's Snoopy riding a skateboard, and I say, I think things are getting a little too serious, and I think that, and just an absolute moron. I was Putty when I was 20.
Right, right.
So I just...
You worked it all out, though.
I worked it out, and now I can just recall.
Now, you shot a pilot for another show, is that right?
Yes.
What's this going to be about?
It's called Blind Men, and it's a bunch of guys that sell Venetian blinds in Columbus, Ohio. And Wally Shawn's in it.
Are you... Someone just audibly said in the audience, you're kidding.
No.
I don't think you can hear that at home, but you're not kidding, are you?
I'm not, no. It's a high concept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or completely low concept. Yeah. It's one or the other. But Venetian blinds, that's what they do.
Blinds, yeah.
And it's called what?
Blind Men. Yeah. Which is, actually, it's a play on words.
Yes, I got it. Yeah. I'm okay. No, I was just thinking you're going to get all these advocacy groups for the handicapped tuning in, you know, saying like, finally, a show about Venetian blinds. All right, well, Patrick, come back and talk to us about that show when it's on the air and it's up and running.
It'd be a pleasure. Thanks for having me here.
Hey, thank you very much for being here. Patrick Warburton, everybody. We'll take a break. David, tell us something. Stay right there. Coming up tomorrow night on this program, great lineup, Barbara Walters is going to be on the show. We also have from the upcoming movie Godzilla, Maria Pitillo is going to be with us. And the Bug Lady, Betty Faber, will be here, and that'll be creepy and weird. So check that out. We'll take a break. When we come back, a hilarious guy, Dave Attell, is going to join us. See you in a second.